Sarah, I'd go further than that and say you've now got on the so-called backbench, or certainly not in the cabinet of the Liberal Party, some of the best performers. And I don't expect you to respond, but I would include yourself in that. Jacinta Price, Andrew Hastie, I read some of them earlier, Alex Antic, obviously, Garth Hamilton and others, Henry Pike has joined, Ben Small. There's a very formidable team forming there. Now, I don't know your views on net zero. I'd love to have them. But it seems to me that along with immigration, the public only, you mentioned how low the Liberal vote was, but the government's vote, Labor's vote, was the lowest it's ever been, or something like that. It was incredibly low to win office with. There's 2/3 of the majority of the people in Australia, they didn't want the voice. I would argue they don't want net zero. I would certainly argue that they're not fans of this kind of out-of-control immigration. So my question to you is, can the Liberal Party continue with this kind of heavy weight of talent not involved in the cabinet, and I would argue perhaps lesser talent sitting in the cabinet?
Well, Rowan, there is a lot of very good talent on the backbench, and I would also include Jane Hume in that as well. She's a very strong performer. But all I can say about the Liberal Party is the backbench is a very powerful place to be. It gives us the freedom to exercise our views, to prosecute the issues which are important to all Australians. That includes immigration. We've got to see dramatically lower immigration. That includes turning our back on net zero laws, which are driving up electricity prices, which are making no difference to global emissions. And that includes on other issues that I've been prosecuting, standing up for farmers, against high voltage transmission towers, making sure there are no biological men in women's jails. I mean, that is just a line that cannot be crossed in this country. And I've also been prosecuting important issues in the education space, an inflation guarantee for help debts, and capping international students at 25%, which was our policy at the last election, which gets the balance right and still makes us one of the most generous countries in the world when it comes to welcoming international students. So it is a powerful place to be on the backbench, and I think we're all going to use that in the best interests of the Australian people.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. I'd also like to briefly, we've only got a few seconds left, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Optus situation. I know you've been speaking out about that as well.
Well, Rowan, we need a Senate inquiry to hold the government, the regulator and other key stakeholders to account, including, of course, the new minister who's clearly not up to the job. It's all very well to have an independent inquiry, but that's not good enough. And also the government's decision just to get the regulator to do the job is like putting Dracula in charge of the blood bank. We cannot forget this is an absolute scandal. A number of people have died as a result of the 000 failures, and that's why a fully transparent and open Senate inquiry is essential, and I'm very much hoping the Senate will support that when we return in a few weeks' time.
Superb. Perspicacious, James? Perspicacious. You get a Perspicacity Award for the day. Sarah Henderson, thanks so much for coming on Outside. It's great to chat to you, as always.